the village of Rye in East Sussex, where there is a great deal of history on the Hoof and beyond. And I'm sitting in the backyard of the very famous Mermaid Inn, which was rebuilt after a devastating fire in 1470 and consequently went on to become a very significant spot here, especially involving the smugglers of the 1730s and 1740s. This was mainly the Hawkhurst gang, they were known as, and notoriously brutal. They were guilty of obviously smuggling all top quality goods which they would send all over the country, landing at Camber Sands near here and Rye Harbour. And as I say, started in the 1730s, went right through to 1740s, a reign of terror. And they used to hold court in the bar here in the Mermaid Inn behind me, and they would have loaded pistols on the table, and they would terrify people. The local magistrates and judiciary were terrified of them. They were guilty of not only the smuggling, as I say, but torture, intimidation, murder. At one time they were able to call something like 500 men to arms, so they were a formidable force, absolutely terrifying. Even raided and broke into the customs house at Paul, robbed it of all the contraband in there, made it contraband of course. And eventually people rose up in the village of Hawkhurst in Kent, near here, in the mid-1740s, and they actually gave the Hawkhurst gang a bit of a trouncing. Killed one of the leaders, and within a couple of years, in 1747, the whole gang had been brought down. And that was the end of that. But we are left with this wonderful historic building here. Oh, I'm going to bloody chair. Wonderful historic building we've got here, where it really does actually still maintain the flavour of the period. And I did this blog in the back because it's such a tourist spot here now. It's very difficult to stand out the front and do anything because you just get millions of tourists around you all the time. Such a shame. But I'm going to walk through now to the beautiful cobbled sloping street of Rye here, the Mermaid Thoroughfare outside of the Mermaid Inn. You see it's a big building, there's a lot going on here. Haunted, lots of ghosts actually associated with the place itself, and you get more of a flavour of the place as I get to the front of it here. Sorry if I'm being a bit vague, but these tourists are really putting me off. And what I'm going to end with now is something that I promised my 8-year-old grandson. He gave me a challenge. He knew I was coming to do this blog today. So he said, "Are you going to mention me, Grandad?" I said, "Well, how can I do that?" He said, "I want you to find a way to mention me in your history blog." So what I'm going to say is all this, the smuggling problems and the Hawkhurst gang, it all took place in the reign of King George II. And that's the name of my little grandson, George. Tenuous link, but there it is. So long from Rye, Sussex.